This is one of a very large series of videos I'm doing on the superiority of male brains to female brains. And in my life so far, the primary superiority of male brains to female brains is just breathtakingly evident in almost every encounter. When a man watches a detective story or a mystery story, wisely, he forgets all the details almost immediately. And so 3 days later, he can watch the same detective story or mystery story and still not remember who did it and enjoy the hell out of it. But my wife, my mother, very foolishly and unwisely, carefully remember everything that everybody does and all the human relations and who had sex with who and who betrayed who and who promised this money to who and all that stuff. I don't Christie stuff, and then they can't ever watch it again because they remember all that stuff. I mean, what a waste! So I mean, they have to constantly pay money for new stuff, and us men can sit there and watch the same 3 or 4 of them day. It's like food, you know. We like dogs. We can eat the same food. My wife went away to America, and I had to support her with money from Japan by staying behind for a year, and sent money to her, and therefore, I had to cook my own food for myself for a year. And I wanted to be efficient because I didn't really like the amount of time it took. And so she had taught me potage before she left, you know, with kind of onions and potato, and you blend it, and it makes this really smooth, really delicious soup thing. And so I made some potage for myself, and plus a sandwich or something like that. And then I realized, God, that's complicated. I don't want to do that for a year. Why don't I just make the potage, and then while the blender is still running, put the sandwich in it. I did it one night and you know, I tried to make healthful sandwiches, so I had a spinach hamburger tomato sandwich. And with pineapple. I put the spinach, tomato, pineapple sandwich with whole wheat bread into the blender with the potage, and it tasted great. The spinach gave it this sort of green diarrhea-looking consistency, sort of kind of meh. But it didn't have a bad smell, and it tasted great, and God, it was healthy. And I had these 2 famous doctors that I was teaching computer programming to at night from a famous Japanese hospital, and they came to my house as usual one night, but that night they looked particularly tired and they looked hungry. And I was hungry too, and I wanted an excuse to bring out dinner. And I used to make 1 glass of this green goo for breakfast and 2 glasses of this green goo for lunch and 3 glasses of this green goo for dinner. So I asked them 2/3 of the way through our class, I said, look, you guys look tired and hungry today. Would you like to split some dinner with me? They said yes. I went in the kitchen and made some noises. Brought out this giant 2 pitchers of this green goo. And I poured it out for the first doctor, and that was a mistake because it looks just like green diarrhea. The second doctor's face was turning whiter and whiter while he watched each plop, plop. And I kept telling him, because by then it was getting kind of fun to irritate him, I kept telling him, it's really delicious, it's really delicious, knowing it would have the opposite. Finally, he fled the room, went outside, said, gotta take a smoke. It really was delicious.